set to match up. And the Arizona Cardinals. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go. Let's do this. Let's go. And read. Check, check. Walk 54. Walk 54. Watch the screen. Pass.
They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Second down, Murray sets to throw. David Johnson here on the catch. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 10, first down, Arizona.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
Gets this to Isabella on the jet sweep. He's got the first down and more past midfield. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Cardinals first down as well.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Fake handoff to Johnson. Now here's Murray sliding out of the pocket. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down.
Even though that one was incomplete, you could see the training that went into that play. He gets out of the pocket, ends up moving to his right. All he's trying to do, though, extend the life of the play. Keep it alive, hoping someone would pop free.
Was able to take a pretty good shot with a deep ball, but incomplete.
We got this.
If you make the stop there, maybe you hold him to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here, because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working. Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. To throw again on 2nd down. Murray is brought in by Jeffrey. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. That ball complete to Isabella. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. They'll run it with Johnson. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8. The impressive opening drive continues, and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
Now Murray. Johnson's got it complete. I call it no gain there on the first down play. They couldn't get anything going there out on the right side in the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Murray, and that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incomplete. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. He's coming off a 3-interception performance last week, so certainly not how he wanted to start here.
Not at all, but this is where a quarterback gets tested. This is where we find out what he has underneath that jersey. Because he had a bad game last week. Can he shake off a bad start to this one and start to perform at the level he expects?
Credit the tackle to DJ Swearinger. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Looking to throw on second down. Wilson, he'll find Metcalf. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. Quit talking about it and bring it.
On first down, Howard. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws, somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Wilson will throw again. Eluding the pressure right. He may try and run for this. So he got 9 yards that time, but he needed 10, and it brings up 4th and 1. We're scoreless after 1. Seahawk football here to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with 4th down and 1. Myers' kick is good. And the Seahawks grab a 3-0 lead. So still no touchdowns in the first half, but we do have some action on the scoreboard with the field goal.
So maybe now the mentality changes in this game because anytime you can get to the red zone and if you don't come away with 6 points, you feel like it's a disappointment. In a game like this one, being able to kick field goals means you're right there, and then you're just looking for that big break to take you over the top.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They begin the drive with Johnson. He'll have a first down past the 40. David Johnson on his way. Touchdown, Cardinals. David Johnson, his 6th touchdown of the season, and the Cardinals have taken the lead. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. Remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
This will be taken very short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 34-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
There he goes right side, and he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Jordan Howard hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks are going to retake the lead. Myers connects on the PAT, and the lead is now 10-7. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now. But the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, got the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
A first down carry here for Johnson. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 12 yards the pickup. Good enough for an Arizona first. You talked about the need for them to establish the run early. They've been able to do that here in the first half.
And that means that the whole offense has adopted that attitude and that persona. We're going to take care of this young quarterback. Let's all get together and run it and take the pressure off.
A Cardinal first down on a gain of 13. So first and 10 now from the 30. Throwing on first down is Murray. And an alley to run. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Well, it looked like a quick hitter, a 3-step drop. But when it's not there, what do? He elects to try and escape through the massive bodies up the middle, and he does so and picks up positive yardage.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 21. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
They'll begin the drive with Howard. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. A loss of 2 there. Second down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
On second and 12, Wilson escaping the pressure right. He'll run it. Oh, some strong running. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. They'll try to run for it with Howard. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On first, they go right back to Howard. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
We get slap happy up here sometimes. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Forced out to his left. And he'll be forced out of bounds shy of the line of scrimmage, so that'll be credited as a sack. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
You got blocked, Lee. 56 to Mike. 56 to Mike. Not here.
Throwing again on second down. Wilson. Buying time to his left. He's going to take off with it. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. The rushing numbers for Wilson maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
56. Watch the curl, watch the curl, watch the curl.
From the shotgun, Wilson into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Sean Lee. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
Well, they're watching the film, and it's working.
Let's go now. 49. Touchdown. He can't hang.
Here's Murray from midfield. This one caught by Isabella. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It'll be an Arizona first down on a gain of 17. Murray going to throw. That's complete. It's Collins. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now Murray again. And to the tight end here, Safarian Jenkins. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Well, this is how you shape the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I'll just figure there's something wrong with the football.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. They'll try and run it, and he'll slide down to avoid the contact. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. To throw again on 2nd down, Murray, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Austin Safarian Jenkins as the first half is winding down. And the Cardinals have once again taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And the lead is now 14-10. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. It's a short kick, taking it to 15. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36.
At their own 36-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
Final play of the half. It's Wilson going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
Let's go.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. From the gun on third down, Wilson. He's got his man here as Gary Jennings Jr. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Now here's Michael Dixon. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And this is a beauty as that ball's going to angle out at the 6-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't he?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoop.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 16. Then he will bring it back to about the 11-yard line. Trying to get it to Clay that time.
Zebra. Touch 50.
After the interception, here's Wilson. He'll get that to DeValve, the tight end. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be second and 9. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this second and 9. On the toss play, Howard. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now. Wilson now to throw on third down. Dancing to his left. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. Russell Wilson, his 11th touchdown of the year, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Extra point up and through by Myers, and it's now 17-14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Check right.
Now Murray throwing on 2nd down. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. He'll be hit down at the 33. 5 yards on the play.
Right there. 54. Right there. 54.
3rd and 2, and here's Murray. And he finds Safarian Jenkins.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Push him back. Push him back.
First down, Murray. Flush to his right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Let's go.
Murray again, 2nd and 10. This complete to the tight end play. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. Murray to air it out again. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Now Edwards to kick as he sends it away. A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
We play to win. Let's go.
And the offensive penalty has us back where we started as they come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson being chased out left. Big hold of the 30. Finally taken down at the 32-yard line. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. To throw is Wilson. From the gun, he'll throw. He gets it to his running back, Rashad Penny. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wilson, the safety, Buda Baker, there to force the incompletion.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
Hey, it's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week, you got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a cook.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Muhammad Wilkerson sacks him that time, coming in off the edge.
What a nice read and play by the defensive tackle. Never bought the play-action fake. Went right for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. Now that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot. 3rd and long. Throwing now is Murray. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And a big 32-yard play on 3rd.
That could very well be a defining play in this game. A touchdown, that gives them the lead, and they took a major step towards getting there with that big play right there.
The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 36. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Delayed give to Collins. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
On 2nd and 7, Murray. And he'll hit Jeffrey complete. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. And that is incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
Here's Murray. They'll roll him out right. He can run for it, and he will. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Muhammad Wilkerson able to record his 5th sack of the season. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Murray now. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Carl Joseph. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. On 3rd down, Wilson. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Quincy Wilson with the INT. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. And pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Back to throw. He's got a man complete. It's Clay. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
That completion helps out in a nice way. Now they can take a little bit more time, but guess what? They've got to make sure on their throws that they see it open, not just anticipate it.
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on third down. They'll try and run for it with Collins. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. Flushed out right. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Nelson Aguilar, the intended receiver. But it'll be second down. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here? Or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. An incompletion, now a short pickup. That's not going to do it.
Yeah, you've got to get to the line of scrimmage quickly, get set up, and aim downfield.
They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. Safarian Jenkins has it. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Check.
To throw is Murray. That is caught inside the 5. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game.
First and goal at the 2-yard line.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. He'll look to throw to the goal line, but it's incomplete. Collins now the lone man in the backfield, 2nd and goal. He's back to throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Brings up 3rd down and 2.
The Seattle defense, they haven't broken yet. Coming up here on a 3rd and goal situation. Back to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. So now Randy Bullock with an important field goal try here. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to potentially send us to overtime. And his kick is indeed good. And they will tie this game here in the final seconds. So a money kick there in the final seconds. And now, barring any hijinks on the kickoff here, partner, I think you and I, we're going to settle in for a little overtime.
And I wouldn't have it any other way. This has been a dogfight all through regulation. No reason to think it won't continue in the extra period.
So 4 quarters wasn't enough, and we are off to overtime. Don't change that dial. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away.
Here we go.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Noah Spence. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
They fake the handoff, now Murray. Oh, and it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Still catching our breaths from that electric finish. You get into overtime, that's one thing. It was a great 4 quarters. But then in OT, not only to win it, but to win it on a defensive score. Wow.
Oh, definitely. And I think from now on, we're going to definitely travel someone who can help us, because I thought I was going to pass out at the end. Not just getting to the overtime, but the plays in overtime that led to this one, and to finish it on a defensive touchdown, a takeaway that gets into the end zone. I'm not rooting for anyone, but boy, I love to see games finish that way.
So for the Seahawks, they'll finish the first half of the schedule dead even at 4-4. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Arizona, they drop back to 500 now at 4 up and 4 down. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.